Hey, what is going on, guys? This video today is going to be a discussion of the fastest ways to level up and also gain battle pass tiers in Fortnite Battle Royale. This is something that people are always asking me for as soon as a new season starts, and I'm sure it's not just me being asked, because if you search Fortnite how-to into YouTube, the #1 autofill result is Fortnite how to level up fast, and Fortnite how to get XP fast is not far behind. Now, one thing you need to understand about Fortnite XP and leveling up is that it isn't really an exact science. There isn't one best method on how to level up fastest, but there are a bunch of little things that a lot of people either don't know or don't fully understand that will really help you level up and gain battle pass tiers faster. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with a quick explanation of the differences between the two leveling systems in Fortnite. There are two different types of progression in Fortnite: XP levels and battle pass tiers. Gaining battle pass tiers is what actually unlocks items such as skins, emotes, gliders, and pickaxes, while gaining XP levels helps you progress through the battle pass faster. It basically works like this: get enough XP and you'll level up, while each new level gives you a certain amount of battle stars. I believe most levels give you 2, some give 5, and some even give 10. Along with that, XP is also used for unlocking or leveling up specific skins. For example, to fully upgrade the Drift skin from Season 5, it took 200,000 XP. And to fully level up the Ragnarok skin, also from Season 5, it took 500,000 XP. So even though leveling up your in-game level and leveling up your battle pass tiers are two different things, they definitely work in conjunction with each other. So in a way, learning how to level up fast is also learning how to gain tiers in your battle pass fast. Speaking of the battle pass, it contains 100 tiers in total, and it takes 10 battle stars to level up from each tier. So in total, to go from tier 0 to tier 100, it's going to take you the equivalent of 1,000 total battle stars. So now that you guys have a basic understanding of how everything works, let's start going over some of the best tips to gain XP faster and level up your battle pass faster. We're going to start with the simple ones first, and then work our way into the more complicated methods. Alright, so when it comes to leveling up your battle pass and hopefully making it all the way to tier 100, the most simple thing you need to understand is the importance of both daily and weekly challenges. So weekly challenges are probably the most important aspect of reaching tier 100 of the battle pass. Using season 5 as a reference, each week a total of 7 new challenges are put into the game. 4 of the challenges will be just a normal difficulty, while 3 of the challenges will be specifically labeled as hard. The normal difficulty challenges reward you with 5 battle stars for completion, while the hard difficulty challenges reward you with 10. This means that each week, simply by doing only the weekly challenges, you'll be able to get a total of 50 battle stars. When you consider the fact that Season 5 was 10 weeks long, that means that you could get exactly halfway to tier 100, 500 out of 1,000 battle stars, by doing the weekly challenges and nothing else. So that's definitely a major chunk, but it's not like you can only do the weekly challenges and reach tier 100. In terms of tips I can give you for completing these challenges, here's some advice. First off, 50v50 is definitely your friend for a lot of these challenges, and since it's now a permanent mode in Fortnite, you never have to worry about it going away. I try to do the majority of the weekly challenges in 50v50 simply because it doesn't affect your stats, and a lot of the time they're just easier to complete in 50v50. For example, let's say there's a challenge such as open 10 chests in Pleasant Park. In a normal game, that will cause a very large amount of the lobby to go to Pleasant Park, and it'll be really hard for you to get those chests because you're competing with so many enemies. But in 50v50, the smallest final circle is predetermined before anyone really lands. Therefore, the majority of the lobby is going to either land inside or at least very near that circle. And since the circle is most of the time in the middle of the map, you should, in theory, have a lot less competition for opening chests or whatever other random activity a challenge makes you do. Another added bonus of 50v50 is that as soon as you complete the challenge, you can kill yourself and again do another game where you can re-land and focus on a new challenge. Since it's 50v50, you abandoning your team really isn't going to make a difference. Just make sure that you down yourself and bleed out. Don't just leave the game, because then your progress towards completing the challenge won't count. Now, 50v50 is great for most challenges, but any challenge that deals with eliminations in a certain place or with a certain weapon, I usually do in normal Fortnite. It's as simple as this. In 50v50, you have 50 enemies to kill/damage, while in solos, duos, or squads, you have 95 plus enemies in most cases. And like I mentioned before, if the challenge is kill 10 people in Wailing Woods and the circle starts in Tilted, well then there's a good chance not many people are going to go to Wailing Woods. Also, for the more complicated challenges, YouTube is definitely a great resource. People are always making high quality videos that will really help you guys with any challenge you're struggling to complete. Daily challenges get a lot less hype than weekly challenges, but are arguably just as important. You get one new daily challenge each day in Fortnite, and if you can't get on a certain day, or can't complete one of the challenges within a day, don't worry, because you can stack up to 3 in total before you start missing out on future challenges. Each completed daily challenge gives 5 battle stars, and to my knowledge, they are literally just totally randomly generated. So it's not like everyone is going to have the same challenge on the same day. Most of the time, they're very easy to complete. Things like get 1 sniper rifle elimination, place top 50 in a solos match, do a certain amount of damage with an AR, things that you really should have no problem completing, and a lot of the time won't even have to go out of your way to accomplish. So most seasons last around 2.5 months, so let's just say season 6 lasts 75 days as a rough estimate. That would mean that completing each daily challenge will give you a total of 375 additional battle stars. So if you're going to do all your weekly challenges as well as all your daily challenges, that adds up to a total of around 850 to 900 out of 1,000 battle stars needed to reach max tier. So you're almost there, but the rest is going to require you to level up. So now that we've established the importance of leveling up and why it's pretty much necessary to reaching tier 100 of the battle pass, let's break down the best and fastest ways to gain XP and level up. So obviously the main source of XP in Fortnite is simply by playing the game. But there are certain ways to play that will help you if you want to level up and unlock battle tiers the fastest way possible. First off, playing with friends that have also purchased the battle pass. As you level up your battle pass, you'll unlock both personal XP boosts and friend XP boosts along the way. Here's an image of a chart that shows the exact details of this. So just by buying the battle pass, you start with a 50% personal XP boost and a 10% friend XP boost. By tier 96, you'll have the max 120% personal XP boost and the max 40% friend XP boost. Those friend XP boosts stack, so if you're playing in a lobby with 3 friends who are at least tier 96, you would be receiving a 120% total friend XP boost. Now, an interesting note about this, and I don't want to say it's a 100% fact because I personally haven't tested it, but I've heard some people say that the friend XP boost actually doesn't work unless you have the people you're playing with added on your console. Again, don't quote me on that 100%, but it's something that only takes a few seconds to do, so I would add anyone you play with just to be safe. But I understand that solo is probably the game mode that most people play, so let's break down the best way to level up if you're playing solo matches. So I found an awesome post on Reddit from a guy with the username Villain Guy who tested and broke down the exact way XP is earned in a solo game, and here are his findings. In a solo match, your first kill is worth 50 XP, and every additional kill after that is worth 20 XP. Survival time is also really important. You earn 17 XP per minute after the first minute of the game, but this maxes out at 14 minutes. So your max survival time XP is 238 if you're alive for the first 14 minutes of a game. And finally, you also earn XP from placement. Finishing 25th to 21st gives you 10 XP, XP, 20th to 11th gives you 25 XP, 10th to 2nd gives you 100 XP, and finally a Victory Royale gives you a whopping 300 XP. So you guys can kind of draw your own conclusions from those numbers, but in my opinion, they show that placement and survival time is definitely the way to go when it comes to playing solo. So if you want to level up as fast as possible, you should ideally be aiming for long survival, high placement games where you get at least one kill for that 50 XP bonus. Another little note about XP is that you actually get a solid amount of reward XP simply by doing the Battle Pass daily and weekly challenges that we discussed earlier in this video. For completing a daily challenge, you get a free 500 XP, and for completing 4 out of 7 weekly challenges for a given week, you get 5,000 bonus XP. So that just further reinforces how important those daily and weekly challenges are, both for getting XP as well as Battle Pass tiers. And I know I've thrown out a ton of XP numbers during this video, so I just want to give you guys a general idea of how much XP certain levels require. The early levels, such as 1 to 20, usually require somewhere in the range of 100 to 2,500 XP each, but those numbers increase very quickly. Level 50 for Season 5 took 7,300 XP to level up, and level 75 took 17,000 XP. So I just want to make it clear that just because you reach level 10 doesn't mean you're 10% of the way to level 100. The amount required to level up scales up pretty rapidly as you begin to reach the higher levels. So I hope that clears up any questions you guys would possibly have about leveling up or gaining Battle Pass tiers as quickly as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you watched the entire video, be sure to leave me a comment down in the comment section below. I want to know what level or what tier of the Battle Pass you reached in Season 5 of Fortnite. For me personally, I reached both level 100 and tier 100, but I want to know about you guys. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.